Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is literally, actually, the last video of 2016 before the new year. And I am pretty excited if you ask me. So, I've only read 4 books, which kind of disappointed me. I was hoping to read a lot more, but I was also kind of in the middle of a reading slump at the same time. So I was trying to get myself to read some of the books, but I can check off majority of the books that I haven't read on my shelf off. And the first book I gave a 4 out of 5 stars. It used to be a 5 out of 5 stars, but now it's a 4 out of 5 stars. And that is Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. This book was okay when I read it in the 7th grade, but now that I reread it, I didn't really enjoy it as much as I did the last time, so I'm kind of disappointed in that. But other than that, it's a good book, and it is very interesting. I think it's a classic, but I'm not certain. So, next book I wanted to give away, and I immediately picked up and read it, and that is Viper by Viper, the prequel to the Sentinel trilogy by Jamie Foley. I enjoyed this book so much. I gave it like a 5 out of 5 stars. It's basically about this girl. I barely remember it, so it's about this girl who ends up getting kidnapped, and and then she meets this guy named Jet, and they end up having the same Aether gift or whatever. They have the power of Aether, and it was interesting how it played out. And at first I got confused because there are 2 Vipers, the prequel and one in the trilogy. So I'm like, whew. And I forgot to tell you what this one was about. This book it follows around a boy named Charlie. It follows around a boy named Charlie, but we get to know him through some letters, and he talks about what's going on in his life, what has been happening, and all the sad and everything, and we don't really know who he's writing to. So. And the next book, I finally actually finished it. I'm reading Life and Death, and that is Twilight by Stephenie Meyer. I finally decided to pick this book up and read it. I read it and enjoyed it, and I couldn't wait to see what happened next, but I don't have the second book. And I actually started reading Life and Death since it's just like a basic it's just a basic rerun of this book, only with the gender swap, and I think the gender swap is quite interesting, if I do say so myself. Anyway, Twilight, best book, 5 out of 5 stars, enjoyable, and I love Life and Death, and I don't know why I haven't picked this up before, so. Next book, I am so excited that I actually finished this in one night. Well, sort of. And that is Return to the Isle of the Lost by Melissa de la Cruz. This book is basically the sequel to the Isle of the Lost, and I was really this book was way better, I gotta say, than the Isle of the Lost, but I love them both equally. I think they're like duologies or whatever. It's a duology or something, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, and I loved how the concept in here played out. It was so interesting it was so interesting to follow around the kids and the VKs when they're in Auradon, and it was interesting when they had to go back to the Isle of the Lost to figure out about this anti-hero group, which I'm gonna have to I'm thinking about redoing the review, but I'm unsure about that right now, so. That was my book haul. I'm hoping next month I'm going to read way more than I read this month. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a happy new year. Goodbye!